hot, Chinchy, on Thursday. What's up, brother?
What's up, bro? Thursday, feeling good. It's almost Friday. You're gonna be here Saturday.
I'm coming Saturday. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. You know how I knew it was Thursday today, Chinch?
Well, how's that?
Because I got up, I'm getting breakfast ready for Jillian, getting ready to get off to school. I'm making her lunch. Then you know how you have that feeling like you're missing something?
Yeah, all the time. Garbage?
Garbage, dude.
Oh, dude.
How'd you know? How'd you know?
Because
So I go, dude, I go sprinting outside, and you have to nowadays they dump the gun. I got that machine comes up, they dump it. So I had to go up and you have to check the neighbor. So I go over, check the neighbor.
I do that constantly. I do that every day, even if I'm
pissed.
No, so you missed it?
I missed it, and I got a ton of garbage, dude, and my garbage can's overflowing. So I was like, I missed it, and I'm so mad at myself.
Oh, I know, because then it piles, man.
Dude, it piles up. And dude, we have a new law starting January 1st in our town. I don't know if you guys have this in Rockville. Your garbage now has to be in the cans. You can't have like the other day I threw like a bunch of blinds out there. You could tell I looked out, the garbage man kind of looked at our house like, what the hell's this? You know what I mean? Like
taking receipts.
So now it's got to be in the can, dude. So I got it. So I'm gonna have to have 2 cans of garbage.
Dude, I go to Home Depot.
Go get a can.
Go to Home Depot. It's worth it. You know the bigger ones, they're almost like it's like a huge square. They're bigger.
Dude, no, that's the ones we have for our town. You need 2 of the you have to have one of those. All the garbage has to be in that. Like you can't bring a couch up there now and be like, hey man, it's a sofa. I just,
Yeah, my town has 2. That's annoying. I can't believe we're going this far into this, but it's good. It's annoying, but it's I get it. You can't put garbage out until sunset because they don't want the town to look like.
Oh, right.
And then you could. This has never happened because I have clearly forgotten to do this multiple times. If you don't bring your cans, if it's not your day and your cans are out, you could get a ticket for having garbage cans out for on a non-garbage day. That's how snooty my town is, dude.
Dude, I got a feeling my town's the same way, dude. Like some days I want to put the garbage out at noon because I'm like, you know what, I got a crazy day. I'm gonna forget, and like I did last night.
Yeah.
But then like you're gonna have a cop at your house going, hey, dude, garbage doesn't go out till 6. I'm like, hey, lighten up, Francis.
I know. But so back to Pete. So we're going to see him Saturday. This is gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
You play a little gag on him, right?
Well, dude, on the episode the other day, Corey was like, bro, he's like, I got a bone to pick with you. He asked me for my address. And by the way, I went on the Pete and Sebastian with him and Maniscalco talking about it. So good.
Hysterical.
Right? It's so hysterical. And he's like, he's like, I got a bone to pick with you. He's like, you asked me for my address a couple weeks ago. And he's like, I never got anything in the mail. I'm looking for like a Judge Bat or something's going to be coming. Well, what's so funny was remember they're like, and the Sebastian's like, well, the worst is when somebody asks you for your address and then send you a Christmas card. Well, dude, that's what I was sending Coriello as a Christmas card. And, Sarah's like, got me a list of 50 people. Hey, get me this guy. I'm like, what are we doing here? So I locked in as a husband. I was like, hey, send me your address, boom, boom, boom. So I forgot to send Sarah Corielli's address. Like I forgot to copy, paste, send it to her because I had so many this one day. I must have had 30. So you know what I did? And I can't take credit for it. It's kind of Sarah's idea. She's like, all right, I got an idea. She took this huge Home Depot box we got from somebody recently with all those who still sends the popcorn stuff in there? What are we doing, dude?
Worse. That just ruins your house for 3 days.
Yeah, you open it up, stuff goes everywhere. You're kind of grinding. It ends up getting in the sofa. You don't know what the hell's going on, right?
Your dog hair, it's everywhere.
Yeah. So we're trying to get rid of that box. So Sarah takes a small box, puts the card in it, puts it into the big box with all the popcorn things, and then sends out. So that's coming to Coriello today on his front step. It'll be a big box from Sean Casey. He's going to think it's a nice bat, but it's really going to be my Christmas card.
That is so good, Sarah. Oh my God. Extra bonus points for Sarah. Sarah comes off as she's that sweet, innocent girl. She's got a wild side.
Oh, you kidding me, dude? She is Sarah. She's got big time, dude. She's always thinking out. The other day, she scared me so bad. I almost had a heart attack. I'm like, listen, I'm almost 50. You can't be scared of me anymore. She's hiding around the corner. She comes out. I'm just like, incredible.
Oh my God. Oh, all right. So speaking of wives and all that kind of stuff, so last night, like I said, we record early, but on days if we're going to record a little later, like today, if I yesterday was such a busy day with what we're going to get into, but So I stayed up a little later to kind of get some work done so I could sleep in a little earlier this morning. Not so fast, my friend. I wake up to Jess because she gets up at 6 and she's out the door by like 7, shaking me. Wake up, wake up. And I was like, what happened? She goes, they fired Belichick. The Patriots fired Belichick because she knows that's a big thing,
Yeah,
for the 33rd team. And I was like, what? Oh my God. What? So, dude, I'm on the time we're recording. It's currently 11:41 Eastern. I'm coming up on like hour 5 of working already this morning.
Today.
Yeah,
Wow.
I snuck in a shower, went straight cold, didn't even put it to warm. I did you my
Just
poor,
get your act
my poor man's cold plunge. Got out, and I've been sitting literally at this desk working since, dude. But I mean, hey, it's history. This guy, Bill Belichick, one of the greatest coaches in any sport ever, maybe the greatest coach in his sport ever, and not to mention yesterday, maybe the greatest coach in college football history, and Nick Saban leaves now.
And they're best friends.
They're super tight. We got a video. If you go to the 33rdteam.com Twitter account, this is insane video of them on the as kids hugging on the sidelines. I think it was a big Browns win or something like that. And it's like Nick Saban and Bill Belichick. I mean, they are our entire lives.
Bro, I was thinking about this. What if they decided, knowing that Saban was done and knowing Belichick maybe his last year with the Patriots, what if they decided Belichick goes to San Diego and he tells Saban, hey, come out and be my freaking assistant head coach. You and me one time, we're coming down the back end of the second half of our lives. Let's do 3 to 5 years together and just have some fun. And we're two of the best coaches ever. The experience that we have, the knowledge, the motivation that we do, we could just have fun. Let's just go have fun. Maybe win a couple championships, but let's see what we could do. What if that's the plan?
That would be like the male version of Thelma and Louise, going off the cliff together in a car. Dude, can you imagine?
Dude, what if though? What if?
Just 2 years. Let's suck it up.
Let's go. 3 years, 3 years. Let's see. Let's have a good time.
Who wouldn't go play for them too?
Are you kidding me? They'd be lining up, dude. They'd be lining up to go play for them. Lining up. And they'd have to go. And if you went to San Diego, got Herbert as the quarterback, he's kind of underperformed lately.
Yeah.
You get him locked in. And dude, I don't know, man. That'd be incredible. And have you ever seen that documentary on? I think it's a 30 for 30 or whatever on ESPN.
Yeah. Or is it the NFL Network? It's one of those two. But yeah,
no, I think it's on ESPN. It's Saban Belichick. It's incredible. They're boys, dude. They're
yeah. I mean, dude, we were talking before we came on, and you wanted to bring this up, but this is a good point for it. But there's something now. You were a professional athlete, and you've had many coaches in your career and everything. There is something elite about the most elite that puts them in a level above everybody else. And it's almost like they are in a fraternity together where they all kind of have this mutual respect, even if it's a different sport that they're coaching, right?
Dude, totally. I totally agree with it. I just remember back to Leyland. Leyland was boys with LaRussa, who was boys with Bobby Knight, who was boys with Parcells. It was the weirdest thing because you'd see these guys around. I'll never forget, dude. It's an incredible story. I don't think I've ever told this story, maybe to my family or whatever. But, bro, Bill Parcells obviously is such a big presence, right? And, when he's around, I don't know, man. There's that feel it'd probably be like Saban or Belichick walking in the room. If Belichick walked into your room and all right, Chinch, you ready to go? You'd feel a little uneasy.
Absolutely.
Right. So one day, dude, we're playing the Washington Nationals at spring training, where they are. I don't know exactly where that is, Wellington or something like that. We're playing the Nationals, getting ready for the game. It's spring training. You're on the road, so you're like, whatever. Yeah. So I'm getting something in the food room, right? So the food room's over here, and Leyland's office is walking back to the clubhouse. You got to go past Leyland's office.
Right.
So I go walking past Leyland's office, and I look in, and I'm like, and I just keep walking, but I'm like, is that Bill Parcells? Bill Parcells and Leyland sitting there talking. So as I get past the office, I'm like, that was Bill Parcells. Then all of a sudden I hear, hey, Case. Leland's got a little heater going. He's locking in for the game. He's like, hey, come in here real quick. So I walk in. He goes, I want to introduce you to the, he had a nickname for him, the legend or something.
Yeah.
Bill Parcells meets Sean Casey. And locked me up. So I'm like, hey, Bill, nice to meet you. Sean Casey. So now here's the part of the story. So Scott Pioli, do you remember when I got traded? I told you 3 people were in the room: Mark Shapiro, Buddy Black, and Scott Pioli.
And they all
who was the GM all those years with Belichick in New England.
Right.
So, dude, Pioli marries Parcells' daughter. Right? So Scott Pioli's married to Bill Parcells' daughter. Yes.
I did not know that.
Yes. So I know this fun fact. It's really the only connection I have with Bill Parcells, other than this guy's incredible. Right. And I have another Mark Shapiro, Bill Parcells story, which is incredible too. Which was at Scott Pioli's wedding. This is how I know about, Scott Pioli and Bill. So sure enough, I walk in, and this is what I say to Parcells. Of all the unbelievable things a human could say, they get to meet Bill Parcells. You could ask about the Giants. You'd ask about the runs with the Patriots and all the things that he did in the NFL and all the great coaches. Hey, you got any advice for my life, Bill? Could you tell me, what's going on? What do I say to him, Chinch? I go, hey, Scott Pioli?
What was his reaction?
What do you think his reaction was, dude? He looks at me and he goes, yeah, he's my son-in-law.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Like of course,
yeah.
Scott Pioli.
Yeah, Scott Pioli, he's married to your daughter?
That's unbelievable.
He goes, yeah, he's my son-in-law. I go, oh, me and him are buddies.
It's so.
And then I kind of walk. It was like that Chris Farley skit when he's with Paul McCartney. He's like, remember that song "Let It Be"? You remember that? And McCartney's like, yeah. He's like, that was awesome.
That was awesome.
That's awesome. remember he's talking to Bruce Willis. He's like, remember that time where you ran over the glass and you were like bleeding and stuff? He's like, yeah. He's like, that's awesome.
Oh, that's one of the best skits ever.
Dude, that's how I felt. I felt like Farley when I'm like, hey, Bill, nice to meet you, man. Scott Pioli?
It's funny you say that. We've talked about this, you and I, but you're right. There is some sort of like cross-promotional fraternity because Mark Shapiro, right, who you've obviously close with, whoever. Who do I work with? Eric Mangini.
Their brother-in-law.
Their
brother-in-laws. Exactly, dude. Exactly.
Tom Brady's sister is married
to Euclid. Yeah, Julie. Yeah, incredible, man.
Look at
incredible.
you guys are like those people that like eat blood and stuff. What's that called? The not the Cosa Nostra, the Illuminati. There's like a sports Illuminati.
Dude, that's how I met Bobby Knight too. I can't remember. Bobby Knight came in to see La Russa. We were in Cincinnati one time, and Ronnie Oster was buddies with him, and he was like, Case, I want you to meet my buddy Bobby Knight. I'm like, it's incredible. Bobby Knight. Then a couple years later, Parcells. I met. Oh, dude, I got a great Belichick story. Jeez,
let's go.
Just popped into my. All right, ready for this? 1995, dude. 1996. Just got drafted, Watertown, New York, bro. Playing Watertown. Bam. Mark Shapiro calls me. He's the minor league director. He's like, dude, we're gonna have a first ever prospect camp. 10 prospects come into Jacobs Field in Cleveland. 10 days. And I tell you, that prospect, me, Dave Miller, Danny Graves, Steve Klein. I don't think Brian Giles was there, but he was a top prospect. Jarrett Wright, Enrique Wilson, some studs, right? So Mark puts together his camp before anybody did. Mark Shapiro is always ahead of the curve, dude. Mm-hmm. Puts together this top 10 prospect. Well, what he did, dude, he would bring in speakers almost every day, dude. It was so cool. So one of the days, bro, we go to the Browns facility because Belichick's the speaker. So, dude, think about this. I'm 21 years old, bro.
Holy cow.
So think about how old Belichick is. This is almost 30 years ago.
Jeez.
So I'm in a room with the top 10 prospects with the Indians, Bartolo Colon, and, Aiden Diaz. We're all sitting there, and Bill Belichick gives us like a talk like we're the freaking Cleveland Browns. He's with the Browns at the time. Right. About what it means to be a professional, about what it means to be accountable, about what it means to be disciplined, about what it means to show up for your teammates, about what it means to be a pro. I'll never forget it, dude. Another story I just popped into my head.
Unbelievable.
30 years ago, I was crushing Belichick. I remember walking out of that room going, like, chills on my body going, now that was impressive. I mean, we were locked into him. And dude, we were there for a month. We had a ton of speakers. Not every speaker, but when Belichick talked, there was something about him. You just were locked in. And I thought it was a feather in Mark Shapiro's cap too, because I believe Scott Pioli at the time worked for the Browns, that he was able to get us over there. And Belichick gave us his time. He talked to us for an hour, dude.
That
was really cool.
Yeah,
really
it's funny. Cool. So I was lucky enough to, obviously he and Mike Tannenbaum have a relationship. And so right before this season, I produced, it's me sitting in this side of a little computer, and it's Mike Tannenbaum and Bill Belichick giving us the time because he has respect for the website. It's very football-y. If you go to the 33rd team, if you haven't before, it's as football-y and legit as it gets. So the league guys kind of like it and respect it because we have a lot of coaches there too. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, this is unbelievable. And dude, I'm gonna play this one clip because it's talking about like his legacy. I'm gonna play a super quick clip from it because it's unbelievable. Ready?
Is this Bill talking?
I've been very fortunate to, I feel like coach the best offensive player, best player in football in Tom, the best defensive player in football in LT, and the best special teams player in football in Matt Slater. And when you have the opportunity to coach players they're great in areas, and that of course includes the specialists, guys like Anna Vinatieri and Goskowski, and I don't want to take anything away from them either, but great punters like Landetta and Jennings and so forth.
Like, dude, think about that. Like, he's literally like every player he just mentioned. You can argue over some of the special teams guys, but like to put Vinatieri up there, I would put him up there as one of the greatest. But like, dude, his championships came. His quarterback that he'll be remembered for is Tom Brady, and his defensive player, because he was a defensive-minded guy that played for him, was Lawrence Taylor.
That's incredible.
That's like I don't know, like I don't know what you can comp that to. That's just unbelievable. Like the career he's had, and listen, people give him a lot of crap. Players, his core players, like you listen to Randy Moss, find Randy Moss today. I'm sure will be somewhere saying he saved his career. You remember Randy Moss kind of fell off with the Raiders. And then goes there, and him and Tom Brady break every offensive record in the history.
They were 18-0 going into the Super Bowl.
Yeah, dude, I had a friend who had in a fantasy football league drafted that year Brady, Moss, Wes Welker, and Goskowski. And
wow, he won the whole thing, right?
Oh, by like 7,000 points. It was like it was terrible.
I remember that the year the big Lambuski drafted Moss too, and we won that year too. If you had Moss that year, you were going to win.
You going to the house. Anyway,
do you think Brady still bothers him they didn't win that game? Like all the things he's done, 7 championships. To be 19-0 would have just cemented. Yeah.
God, yeah. Oh man, as a Giants fan, that was just
dude. The catch on the helmet.
The catch on the helmet was ridiculous. That whole
Strahan, that defense, dude. The defense, right? Strahan and those guys.
The defense was amazing. You forget they went into that. First of all, they played the final regular season game, and both teams started everybody, and the Giants hung in there but lost that last regular season game, and that was a huge thing about Coughlin. Was like, we're going to show them we can beat. We can play with them. I want to show my guys we can play with them. And that was the best game the Giants played that year. And then they went on a run. They were on the road the entire time. That whole Super Bowl run. And that game, man, as a sports fan, and for me,
you're a Giants fan.
I'm a Giants fan, yeah. But for me growing up, that and the 96 Yankees, because I had never seen them win anything. Some kids it's different. But that run for the football team is my personal, I think, favorite team I've ever rooted for from beginning to end of the season, especially when you're younger and you care more, about it. But, dude,
is Eli Manning a Hall of Famer?
Oh man, that is like a super heated debate. I think, yeah. First of all, I personally think yes,
Because he won 2 Super Bowls?
He won 2 Super Bowls, and his numbers are not bad. Now, they're not at the same tier as the elite guys. Right. I think he makes it just because it's like, I mean, again, you call it Hall of Fame. They're not named 2, there's Tom Brady, there's Peyton Manning, but Eli is right up there as far as like, being charming, being still a face of the game. Him and his brother have the show Sunday night. They're on every commercial. They've both done Saturday Night Live. I think he goes in anyway, more so on the person he is than his statistics. And the 2 Super Bowls, again, as underdogs, both times, you're the only guy that beat Brady. You really kind of the only guy that beat Brady. Brady beat himself in that other game, one other game, but I don't know. What do you think? Do you think he's a Hall of Famer? It's tough.
I do. I mean, listen, in baseball, no. He's not getting into Cooperstown.
Right.
In football,
right. That's a great.
He's getting into Canton. It's a different, you're just seeing 6, 7 guys go in sometimes. In Cooperstown, he's not getting in. I don't feel like he has the numbers, but in Canton, 2 Super Bowls, what he did in New York, I mean,
he's
he's an incredible quarterback. I'm not saying he's not.
To a comp, he's got like Joey Votto numbers, or maybe how about like Jimmy Rollins numbers, where you're like,
right.
You know what I mean?
Like Chase Utley
and then Jimmy Rollins, yeah, Chase. Like he's that guy statistically. I agree.
Right, but he's right there. He's right there. It could go either way.
Yeah, we'll see. All right. Anyway, dude, I gotta run, man. I got like
do it, dude. Go do it. You do Trey Wingo's show already?
Well, we did. Luckily, we didn't do that one today. We had that. We recorded that one a couple days ago because we don't do it every day. So some of those shows, one's on a Tuesday, one's on a Wednesday.
Well, wouldn't Trey just pop on with Chase Daniels and be like, do a quick hit?
We're definitely going to be. We're definitely going to do a hit with them. I would say you're going to see, if you guys really want to get some cool inside stuff with some former coaches and current players and former
33rd team.
Go to 33rd-team.com and go on. I'm telling you, go on their Instagram and their Twitter, and there's a lot of cool stuff going on right now. But that's that. And Breakthrough Pro Sunday night.
Oh yeah. Breakthrough Pro Sunday night. Yeah, you can't join now, but if you have joined, good for you, because it's gonna be awesome. And I'll be at your house for Breakthrough Pro.
I'm trying to think. I can go sit at I'm gonna sit at my bar. I got a bar on the other side of the room.
Lock in, dude. Lock in.
All right,
learn a couple things. All right, Chinch, love you, man. Have a great rest of the day. Everybody listening, thanks for joining us. We'll see you guys tomorrow. See you, buddy.